Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM today, the 14th day of March 2024. Today is Thursday and the time is a minute past the hour of 7. It's time for newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. But before we do that, let's go for a short break. When we come back,
Quality broadcasting, the National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asoko, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
you're welcome back to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news on The Guardian, Leadership, Vanguard, Punch, Sun, Daily Post, The Nation. This day, and if time permits, we're also going to take a look at Nigerian Tribune newspapers. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080 96661035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we're live at Ebonade 103.5 FM. Drop your comments on the comment section of the live video. Stream us online via mixlr.com/gistfm. I am Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Obi tackles Senate as PDP. Bauchi back Ningi over budget padding claim. Tinubu reads riot act on ransom payment, says security agencies. Concerns as continuous drop in oil production threatens 2024 budget. Student loan scheme stalls as federal government adjusts policy. Nigeria lifts sanctions against Niger, Guinea. Imo gets 1 billion naira grant to alleviate suffering. Guba poll, 13 Ondo Assembly lawmakers carpet speaker for endorsing Ayedatiwa. Tinubu's wife makes case for tech in gender equity. House probes Dangote. BUA orders over high cost of cement. Just Water Authorities now 44 for illegal mining. Pollution at Lamigo Dam. Lekki demolition. Civil society organizations fought alleged gross injustice. Urges government action. Witness death. Investigation of stadium not within my purview, says witness. Kanu Hisba arrests 11 Muslims for eating during fasting. Police alert on destruction of expired explosive materials in rivers. Police alert on destruction of expired explosive materials in rivers. Abiru emerges chairman of Southern Senators Forum. Ebu reassures increase in gas supply. NSIP hasten Edu's probe or replace her. Reps tell federal government 2-year-old needs 3.7 million naira for leukemia treatment. Lagos state government moves to address traffic congestion around event centers. Stakeholders decry delay in implementation of PIA. ICIR begins Spark 2 investigative journalism training in Abuja. Bodija explosion. Victims tackle Makinde over claims of 176 million naira expenses. Clark Osoba back clamor for parliamentary system of government. Rights body knocks Anambra tax force officials over barbaric acts. Francophone Africa Business Summit 2024 spurs collaboration, investment opportunities. OYSIEC, anti-graft agency to collaborate for council poll. Meta, Pulse Niger unveils creators of tomorrow campaign. Obeida, Ihama, still in PDP, cannot be running mate in APC. Cross River Assembly okays additional 40 aids for Otu. Ojokoro residents urge Sanwo-Olu to build more pedestrian bridges on Red Line Rail Corridor. MBC licenses journalists to operate Median Children's TV station. Tertiary Education Trust Fund to support para on conversion of colleges of education to varsities. Federal government plans a $130 billion digital skills market to train 5 million yearly. Salt intake by Nigerians tries higher than standard. NHED warns. Stakeholders at Macpherson Varsity harp on collective vigilance to tackle insecurity. Thousands of traders denied daily bread as police barricade Wuse market. Developer refutes alleged 2 million naira fraud charge. Church of Nigeria tax media officers to defend leadership. Stakeholders lament marginalization of Owan people in Edo. Term returns to alleviate Nigeria's power issues. Bago approves 20,000 naira wage award for Niger workers. Foundation pets indigents, elderly in Oronshoki. Foundation first indigents, elderly in Oronshoki. Oshun PDP plays APC for denying security reports. Oyakilomi Foundation trains 100 youths on biogas, solar production to address power outages. 17-year-old boy drinks sniper as Lagos records second suicide in 5 days. 17-year-old boy drinks sniper as Lagos records second suicide in 5 days. Our investment drive in agriculture, lifting people out of poverty, Mba tells IFAD. Academy bridges skill gap as industry grapples with shortage of labor. Federal government to investigate 107 private universities for allegedly issuing fake degrees. Budget paddling. CIS SILAC faults Senator Ningi's suspension. Budget padding. SILAC faults Senator Ningi's suspension. Human Rights Writers Association falls APC's attack on Plateau governor over state legislature. Zamfara governor issues executive order banning tinted glasses on labeled bread. Petrol cell. Court remands 3 men for allegedly sodomizing 11 boys. Pensioners call for immediate payment of wage award. Don't enroll minors for our exams. JAMB warns parents. Ningi could prevail in court against Senate suspension, says Suswan. Alleged murder. Court reserves ruling in suit against 20 ex-Nupeng leaders. Court dissolves 14 years marriage over alleged spiritual incompatibility. Don't Japa. Cross River government begs graduating nurses. Tinubu orders lifting of sanctions against Niger. Tinubu orders lifting of sanctions against Niger, Guinea. Tinubu swears in 17 MPC commissioners. Russia rules out Paris Olympic Games boycott. Court to rule in May allow president's bail plea to March 22nd. JWSC arrests 44 persons over alleged pollution, illegal activities at Lamingo Dam. Troops rescue 10 kidnapped victims in Zamfara. George finds a property developer 2 million naira over abuse of judicial processes. Rwanda court upholds election ban on opposition politician. I never said 2024 budget was padded. Senator Ningi Abu. Putin says France resents Russia over Africa role. Mom of missing South Africa girl drops bail plea. German court sets trial date for alleged far-right coup plotters. Dozens abducted in new Nigeria kidnapping. Sources. Boat capsize kills 12 Pakistani fishermen. Military. 6,225 drivers license unclaimed in Delta. Federal Road Safety Corps. Convict shot dead after attempt to escape prison in Abuja. WTO's $1.2 million program will address Nigeria's agricultural export challenges. Okonjo-Iweala. Remi Tinubu, I'm over 60 years, not afraid of death. And that's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. From the Guardian newspaper, we'll flip over to Leadership newspaper. Alleged 4 billion naira fraud. Court rules on Obiano's motion April 18th. Citizens pressure makes Nigerian leaders corrupt. Yusuf Ali. Ramadan. KB to distribute raw food at designated mosques. Kanu POS operator gets 500,000 naira reward for returning 9.9 million naira. Ramadan, KB to distribute raw food. We've taken this. I'm too old to fear death. Remi Tinubu replies cleric. Ramadan, 11 arrested for not fasting in Kanu. Lasepa, MPA collaborates to tackle problem of pollution. Ojokoro residents tax Sanwo-Olu on more pedestrian bridges on Red Line Rail Corridor. Lagos sensitizes Nigerians on railway safety. Imbibe international best practices. Sanwo-Olu charges game operators. ICPC helps on preventive measures against corruption. European Union to reintegrate 500,000 out-of-school children. Governor Obasani mourns elder statesman Dambo Sambo. Governor Obasani mourns elder statesman Dabo Sambo. 500 inmates gets vocational training. Suspected Taraba vigilantes kill 7 passengers, others missing. Bandits audacity. Efforts to improve gender equity on Wikipedia commended. Heat wave issues. Federal government begins distribution of 42,000 metric tons grains in Northwest. We won't pay ransom for kidnapped victims. Tinubu, President, orders reopening of land, air borders with Niger. Student loan scheme. Concerns over disbursement modalities stall takeoff. Reps summon Dangote, BUA, orders over cement price hike. Budget padding allegation. Budge IT backs Ningi. Deep tech. Stakeholders brainstorm on growth, innovation in Africa's ecosystem. Normalcy returns to Adamawa communities after communal clash. 2024 budget. PDP asks Akpabio to step aside. Backs Ningi. Access Holdings appoint AIG Imokede as chairman. 2024 International Women's Day group honor outstanding individuals with Global Peace Awards. Easter. Mercy Shun holds first live concert in Lagos. Federal government begins distribution of 42,000 metric tons. We've taken this. ATC mast. Court declines to dismiss HEDA's suit against MTN. Others. Abiru Ume emerges new chair, deputy of Southern Senators Forum. Reps probe 48 billion naira debt owed pharmaceutical firms, demand free cancer treatment. Northern Group petitions Tinubu over cooking gas. Vehicles seized by EFCC. 7 passengers found dead after a gunmen attack in Taraba. FCT shuts Wuse Market after unrest. Fire outbreak. There is now improved security in FCT. Wike. Customs releases 15 trucks of seized grains in Sokoto. TikTok faces ban in America. Insecurity. Zamfara governor bans vehicles with tinted glass. Unlabeled bread. Illegal petrol sale. Experts speak on why the world should transfer Russia's frozen assets to Ukraine. Tinubu rules out ransom payment to free kidnapped victims. Kanu Hisba arrests 11 for eating daytime. Foundation marks International World Day 2024 with visit to Abuja's internally displaced persons camp. Foundation, we've taken this. Prison inmates to get vocational training, 500,000 naira grant each. Tinubu seeks Senate confirmation of Owudiwe into CBN board. Hardship. Para distributes 50,000 cartons of noodles to students. 6 months after, police discover corpse of murdered Rivers DPO. 46,361 youths dump YPP for PDP in Akwa Ibom. Federal government orders Binance to provide transaction details of 100 top users. We are behind the suspended Senator Ningi. Bauchi government. Nigeria opens borders with Niger, lifts other sanctions. Tinubu swears in 17 MPC commissioners. WTO bolsters food safety with $1.2 million facility in Nigeria. Troops rescue 10 kidnapped victims in Zamfara. Police nab 40-year-old woman over alleged kidnap of 3 kids in Lagos. First Lady opens school for female dropouts in Bauchi. I'm too old to fear death. First Lady reacts to Bauchi clerics' threats. UNICEF advocates social welfare policies to address child poverty. Okonjo-Iweala urges action for safe return of abducted teachers. Nigeria has contributed immensely to unity, stability in Commonwealth. Kalo, ICPC rejects release of Ndifun lawyers' phones to unknown forensic lab. Federal government postpones launch of student loan scheme indefinitely. 15 passengers missing. Driver, 2 others escape as gunmen attack bus in Taraba. Police rescue abducted UNTH security man. That's the much we can take from the leadership newspaper this morning. From the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to Vanguard newspaper. High cost of sanitary pads. Girls use rags during menstruation. Patricia. Ramadan day 4. Imbibing virtues of patience, discipline. Withdraw orderlies of senators, reps. Ndume tells Inspector General of Police. Naira falls to 1,620 naira per dollar in parallel market. We will explore gaming, tourism for development. Sanwo-Olu, Edo Guba, anxiety in APC as court sits over candidacy. Army pledges improved relationship with Lagos State University. CBN resumes agric funding with 100 billion naira. More controversies over 3.7 trillion naira gap in 2024 budget. Soaring prices of food items killing us. Ekiti, Ondo, Oshun market leaders. House help stabs boss to death 7 days after resuming work. No detailed project allocations for 3.7 trillion naira in 2024 budget. But IT backs Ningi. Throw tickets open. I'm not afraid of Ayedatiwa. Jimo. Police officers accuse Inspector General of Police Kayode Ebutokun of discrimination. Apprentice accused of stealing 100,000 naira commits suicide. Morocco evictees beg Tinubu over Lagos State government's demolition of shanties on Lekki coastal roads. Hardship. Some pensioners still earning 1,500 naira NUP. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. May it allow members stage a protest in Abuja, demand the president's release. Federal government pay wage award till new minimum wage comes into force. Tinubu tells governors. U.S. House passes bill to ban TikTok. And that's the much we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Vanguard newspaper. We'll flip over to Punch News Southeast. Foundation empowers Anambra women in skill acquisition. Federal government launches vocation training, 500,000 naira grant for pensioners. Federal government launches vocation training, 500,000 grants for prisoners. National Association of Nigerian Students disappointed as federal government suspends